Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today is a bit of a blast from the past. We're dropping back into the contract miner because the developer there is starting to make some changes and some updates that I think you're gonna like. So keep watching. Hey guys, RJ here and welcome to another video. And as you can see, we are here in my crypto, in fact, contract miner account. And like I said, the developer has started to push this program forward once again, starting to bring in some new ideas and some new updates, which is going to make the program better and give a better member experience. So we're going to quickly go through that kind of stuff. We're going to look at my account. The last time we were in here was actually 9 months ago. And 9 months ago, I was at level 40. You can now see I'm at level 44. In 9 months, I realized that does not seem like a huge amount of improvement. But you also have to realize that I now run this program as basically passive income. I have 23 miners in the account, earning me 200 plus CMC daily. And basically with that, obviously that's allowing me to cash out regularly and still keep my miners filled with energy and continuing to mine for me. Now, like I say, some things have changed. The one you're going to see at the top of up here is the connection between the coins, so between BTC, LTC, and stuff like that. The connection between them and USD is being removed. So if we go into the withdrawals right now, you will see it says BTCD, DogeD, LTCD, and so on. And that is basically because what the developer did was sort of connected them to USD. But apparently this has led to a bit of confusion. Some people aren't quite understanding what they're earning. You know, a lot of people, I think, are looking at the exchange rate on various different places and then sort of querying what they're getting in their account. And that is, like I say, basically because the developer took it upon himself to sort of do that sort of connection between the coin and then USD. I can't exactly remember what the reason was. I do remember that there was a valid reason for doing it. But basically the good news is the developer is now going back to just the standard coin setup. So basically, in a week or so's time, in very near future, this will all start to change. So you're going to start to see just BTC without the -D. I think BTC and LTC are the two that have been tested and are fully working. So you will see those to be implemented first, and then the other coins will follow. But like I say, it's basically just to simplify it so everybody can come in here, look at the withdrawal section and know exactly what they're getting and not be sort of looking elsewhere and it not tallying up. So that is the point of it. The also good news for some people, not so good news for other people. I think basically the developer is also removing Faucet Pay. Hopefully only for a short time, but basically he's removing it and going to go to direct withdrawals. Now, the only thing with the direct withdrawals as the developer when we were chatting is that because the withdrawals from the site are quite small, that means he's basically got to build them up. So you're looking to bulk a load together, then send them all off. So this might take a week to 14 days before that withdrawal will be sent, but it does mean it will go direct to your external wallet. Now, personally, I am a big fan of Faucet Pay, so I'm very sad to see it go. Again, chatting with the developer, there is the possibility that Faucet Pay may come back at a later date. he's basically just going to trial the direct withdrawals and see how it goes, and then make that decision later. So it might FossitPay may come back, it may not come back, but I'm hoping it does. I love FossitPay. I think it's just a dead simple way of sort of building coins, and then once you've got a decent amount, send them off to either other programs or send them off to an external wallet or something like that. And also as well, it does mean that withdrawals come a little faster through FossitPay. But also, again, I do understand that FossitPay take a bit of a fee, which I think, that's understandable. And I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a fee on direct withdrawals anyway. But we'll see how it goes. Like I say, I personally would like to see both direct withdrawals and FossitPay. The reason being is because I know there's a lot of people around the world that cannot use FossitPay. So I think having both will bring a lot more people to the platform and will make it a lot easier for some members to get their coins. So like I say, that's what I'd like to see, is actually both. I would use FossitPay, but I know other people would use direct withdrawal. So anyway, I think that is in a whole a really good move forward, and will make life a lot simpler for you as members, but it'll also make life a lot simpler for the developer as well, and which is what we want, because if the developer has essentially got an easier life, that means that they have a little bit more time to put back into the site, so develop and update things maybe a little quicker than they could do otherwise. So that, for me, it's a win-win. I think it is a definite win-win. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. So the other thing that I think is really good, and this will allow you to essentially build up your account quicker if you're not already using it. It got implemented last month, last month, which was November. I think it was early November it got implemented, and that is the rewards points PTC ads wall. So basically, the developer and I chatted about this a long time ago, and he was going to implement it, I don't know, last year, maybe it just seems so long ago. It might have been last year, might have been the year before, and then held off on it because he wanted to add other things to the site before adding the PTC wall. But now the PTC wall is here. The great thing is you can click on all these ads, and then this will build up your reward points, which you can spend to purchase either power units or timed mega hash. Now, obviously, what I do like that he's done here is made you aware of what these ads are. So like this one, it's an investment ad. This one's a gambling ad. Again, an investment ad. Various other things. So basically, if you don't want to click on certain things, like you don't want to see a gambling ad, you don't want to see an investment ad, then just click on the standard ones, and then it's not a problem. So I like the fact that he has made a point of pointing them out. So if you don't want to click on them, don't click on them. So I think that's really good. But like I say, the reward points can be spent in two ways. If we dive into spend reward points, now, like I say, you can get power refills for your miners. Personally, I think what I prefer to do is basically get the timed mega hash packages. Now, these will last for 5 days, as it says here. It says get a temporary boost in your mega hash bonus lasting 5 days. So basically, as soon as you click on that, that's going to last 5 days. So essentially, you're getting nearly a week's worth of, like, say on this one, this is 10,000 mega hashes. That's going to last for almost an entire week in your account, boosting your mining power by that amount. Therefore, you're earning that bit extra when it comes to your coins. So for me, that's what I like to do with it. Obviously, other people might want to purchase your power units or the power refills. But I'm going to actually get this now. I think we should have plenty. Yeah, so we've got what's that? 1,364,400 points, and this is, what is that? 185,625 points. So we're gonna grab one of them. Yep, there you go. So that is gonna now sit in my account for 5 days and bump up my mining power by that amount. So that's what I like to do. I'll do that like once a week. Just add one of those as soon as basically one gets knocked off, because obviously they do run out. Then I'll just put another one in, and it just keeps that extra bit of mining power in there. The other good thing that is going to come from the changing of the pools, which we were just talking about, is the coins are now going to be directly put into your balance, your account balance. So essentially, again, if we go into the withdrawal, you can see here available, and I've got 30 million of Litecoin D available. So what you were having to do before is, and we are at the moment, until these updates are done, we still have to do this, is every day you'd come in, you'd go into blocks, and then right here you'll have like a box, and then you claim your blocks. And essentially what that is your coins that you've mined for that 24-hour period. But now what's going to happen is whatever coin you've selected to mine, it will just automatically go straight into that section where it says available. So the block set, this whole block thing is gonna be removed. So everything will be just basically being automatic. So you won't manually click on anything. So the only thing that you will have to do is, obviously every day you want to make sure that you come in here and that your coins have been added. That's the only thing that you need to make sure of. Obviously these are the regular coins, and then basically you've got your CMC and then your CMCI. Now this is something for new users. Basically, obviously the point of the site, it is a virtual cloud mining site, very much like Rollercoin, very much like Mining Blocks, which is now a new site that we are using. But what you have to remember is that you're on Contract Miner, sorry, try to get my words out, is that you have to keep your miners boosted with electric, and therefore you every now and again you've got to go into the shop and you would go into power units and you would purchase the amount of power units you require. And you can either do it, some people will basically max out their energy bar, which as you can see up here where it says power. Some people will max that out, and that'll essentially give you 24 hours worth of power. So you can basically just max that out, and then you won't have to actually do it again until the next day. Some other people will basically do halfway. This is something I used to do. So I would sort of buy enough energy to get half of my power in the morning, and then I would do it again in the evening. And the reason why I used to do that is because it used to remind me to come back into the site, which then while I'm in the site I can claim extra reward points and basically do other things on the site. And that's why I used to do it. It was more to remind me to come back onto the site to do other things, as opposed to just buy the power. But now what I do is I buy 24 hours of power. But I do make sure that I still come in twice a day. So that's basically all I've just done that as a making sure that if I ever for some weird reason don't manage to get in here in the evening or something like that, that basically that power is then going to carry me through to the next day, the next morning. So that is so that's what you have to do. So why am I mentioning this is basically if we go in here, you can see that my miners are running. Yeah. If we go click disconnect, and for those of you that don't know a whole lot about the contract miner, but think it looks like a fun and interesting way to earn yourself some free crypto, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to an earlier video. Now it's going to give you a lot more information and a better understanding of what you need to be doing to get your accounts up and running and earning some of those free coins. And if you go right the way through to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. So as you can see, this is set to CMC coins, because this is what I always mine. I always mine CMC coins, and then basically what I will do is every day, or not every day, but what I'll do is I'll exchange like say 500 CMC coins into CMCI, and then that will give me a week or more's worth of power essentially. But what obviously, if you want to mine a different coin, what you can do is you can use the drop down. Obviously, we're only showing the two BTC and LTC, which obviously with the coming updates, this will alter to just rather than LTCD and BTCD, it will just be LTC BTC. And then once those other pools are added, I'm assuming this list will get bigger and the other coins will be available. And then what you do is I'm sure you used to be able to change the percentage of what this shows. There used to be an arrow up, down, arrow. And then what you could do is you could sort of say, okay, right, what I'm going to do is I want to mine LTC, but then I want 50% of that or 20% of that mining CMC or whatever, so I've got money to buy power units. But at the moment this is set to 100%. So what you would do is you'd select, let's say we select LTCD, then what you'd do is you'd go into the exchange and then you click buy CMCI, and then you simply select the coin that you want to exchange, like so, and then you type in how much you want, and then you click go, as it were, and then that will put CMCI into your drop down into your CMCI wallet. And then after that you can then go into the shop and purchase your power units. So basically that's how you would have to do it. That's the way that you're gonna have to do it at the moment, because the percentage allocation is stuck, or not stuck, but it's set at 100%, so you can't alter that. Obviously what would be nice is in the future, once the developers sorted out and updated all of the mining pools, rejigged all of the coins, that allocation will come back, and then you can just select like I say, you can select a coin, and then you can then say, right, I want to do 50% or whatever into CMCI or CMC, like I say, and then that gives you those coins there for you to daily buy your power units. But the other percentage is then just basically mining that one coin for you, which would be brilliant, which I think would, because it just makes things, you're not having to do so much on the site. So now I've exchanged that, so now I've explained that, we're going to basically put my account back to mining CMC. So basically, once obviously you've got your power filled up, and your miners are all sorted, so basically what you got to do is then click connect, and then you are connected to the mining pool. Just be aware that, like I said, that if you don't keep your miners power up, basically upgraded or updated, filled up, whatever, however you want to explain it, your miners will just stop running. So therefore you'll stop earning coins, and therefore basically, obviously, essentially your account is doing nothing. So always remember to come back in, purchase those power units, and just keep those miners updated now or filled up. One thing that I tend to fall foul of, and this is something that you've got to again make sure that you're doing, is when you go into the shop and you purchase a miner, a power unit. So let's say we buy this, yeah. So I'll always buy 3 because it's sort of just a better way of doing it, right? So like it says up here, check your inventory. In the past, like especially when I'm half asleep, I've tended to buy my power units and then actually not go into my inventory and activate them or enable them. And then once you've got them, you've got to come in here and click on each one. That one is telling me I can't use it because I've basically overfilled my account. So, but if you don't click on them, then it's not added to your account, and therefore you could have bought 20 power units and your miners will still stop because you've not actually added that power to your account. You can see here I've got 218. If we go back into my inventory, you'll see that spare one is still there. So that's cool, but you've not lost anything. It's basically that your account is currently full, and you can't use it. But like I say, the nice thing is you don't lose it. So that will remain there for the next time that you come in. So also as well, remember that you can just basically quickly do one of these to claim a bit of extra reward points, as well as doing the reward points PTC wall. And obviously as well, for those new users, you do have basically your standard type offer walls, all that kind of stuff, so you can watch videos, do surveys, all that kind of stuff. So if you go in here, and then this is everything that is available to you. So you've got Loot TV, Lootably, Hideout TV, all that kind of stuff. And you will find that it will take you a while to build up a good amount of CMC in your account to then go into the shop. Obviously, if you go in the shop and you're looking to buy miners, to qualify to purchase certain miners, you have to basically reach certain levels. So basically, once I reach level 45, I can buy that. But if you want to buy any miner when you're at any level, then you just need to go into the market. But you've got to realize that the market prices will fluctuate, because these are members that are placing these miners onto the market to try and sell. Sometimes you'll get a really cheap deal. Sometimes you'll find miners that seem to be rather expensive. It will fluctuate because, like I say, that it's being placed on there by other members. But in the shop, the other thing you have to be aware of in the shop is that the more miners you buy of a particular miner, the price will go up. So every time, so like if I bought this miner right now, it will cost me 1,950 CMCI. Yeah, if I purchase that now, that's what it will cost me. If I come straight back in and purchase another one, it will be more expensive. And the reason for that is basically to try and prevent people ending up with ridiculously large accounts, and basically sort of, you know, the whole ecosystem of the programs start becoming extremely biased to one way, towards a certain group of a certain group of members. So it also means that you can't just come in here, put thousands of dollars in, purchase like the highest, loads of the highest miners possible, because again you've got to achieve the levels, but also again because every time you purchase one, the price will increase. And it's all about keeping a balance. That's what it's all about, is just keeping a balance so the platform stays healthy, and it, like I say, it doesn't all start tipping one way, which then becomes have a very negative impact on the platform. So another couple of interesting updates that will be coming in the very near future are also, one is just connected with what we were just talking about, which is power units. Now basically the developer is looking to lower the fees in the shops up to 50% when power is overstocked. So basically, if they're overstocked on power, they're going to be looking to drop the prices by at least 50%, by about 50%. So that's going to be really cool. Obviously, it could be less than 50% depending on stock levels, but it could be up to 50%, which is massive. I mean, that's a nice sort of kickback to you guys when it comes to purchasing, because obviously the power is still going to be the same amount of power, but it's going to be costing you half the amount. So that's really nice. The other thing as well is, if we go into property, right now, if you want to pay your rent early, there is a fee. That apparently is going to be completely done away with. So there's not going to be any early fee charge. So basically, if you want to pay your rent early, you can do and not incur a charge or incur a fee. I don't know, my brain just seemed to really struggle with that. Anyway, I think again, with this platform, you're going to start, obviously, you're going to see the changes that I've just mentioned coming in very shortly, which is in basically make your experience on this site a lot better. It's going to simplify things a lot. It's going to make things cheaper for you, purchasing certain things, and all that kind of stuff. And like I say, use that new rewards points PTC wall. Get those reward points building up. Get yourself some of either those the power boosts or the timed mega hashes. Like I said, I always go for the timed mega hashes because it just instantly boosts your account. So obviously with the power, it keeps your mining power at the same amount, but it just helps you maintain those miners, whereas the extra timed mega hash is going to actually boost your account, so you're actually earning more. That is why I always go with that. And like I say, I just think as a whole, I've always praised the developer of this site for the same reason I praise Rollercoin, is they are always working, they are always looking to add new things and always trying to improve the member experience, which for me is paramount. At the end of the day, I think sometimes even if a site is paying really well, if it's a horrible experience and it's really difficult to use a site, I actually just get fed up with it. So, for simplification, better and a better platform sort of usability, I definitely think these updates are going to bring that, and at the end of the day, make the whole thing a lot nicer and easier to use. Okay, so I hope you found that informative and helpful. If you can, smash that like button. It really, really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.